Hello and welcome to this series. I think is probably the best way of describing it. I'm going to be going live hopefully every day as I try and complete my golden book adventure, which hopefully you can all see this sort of. Sorry for the glare and stuff. But as many of you know, I'm a bit of a board game fanatic and, well, fan, whatever you want to call it. And I've got my board game advent calendar to go through on the run up to Christmas. I normally do tea-based ones, but this time I've gone full board game mode, and I'm going to share with you the initial stuff in this episode and my day one adventure with this board game advent calendar. Just to let you know, it's by a group called KOSMO as part of the exit game group and stuff. I haven't been sent this. It's completely, I paid for this. I bought this about 2 months back when I first saw it come out, and it's been waiting on the top shelf, waiting for me to play and stuff, and anxious to get ahead and see how this goes and have some fun with it and stuff. But in terms of playing it, a couple of things you need to know. So it's a lovely little box actually. Jingles a lot as well. My kids loved hearing that and stuff. And when you open it up, you need to be careful. Some of the instructions and stuff did fall out before I even opened it properly once I got the plastic wrapper off and things. But as you can see, there's various different things. So it's like a town kind of picturesque thing and various different doors. And unfortunately, none of the doors are numbered apart from number one, which I've already opened, which is this one right here. And basically, you have to figure out the different codes to open the doors. How do you do that? Well, apparently, Santa's golden book, the one with all the names of the kids and the addresses and the presents and everything, has been stolen, and Santa has asked you to help because you're a quiz master that knows how to find things and decode stuff and things. And in order to help you do that, he's given you a reindeer, and that reindeer is taking you to this lovely little picturesque village, and he's left you to it to figure out the codes and get his golden book back. In terms of what you need to know, so I said you get a couple of things in it. You get these two booklets that you can see here. So you've got the help book and the game instructions, and you've got the actual story book. So you do need to read this initially to get started, and it gives you a little bit of instructions, and importantly, helps you figure out what on earth to do with this decoder, which I was kind of puzzled with at the start, but basically it comes with three different things at the top, which are these little strips that you have to cut out. You thread them through, and basically that gives you your decoder, which helps you figure out the clues from each single day. When you flip it over, that then gives you a code, and then the code allows you to figure out going from your current door, depending on the directions of these little symbols, up, left, right, whatever, that kind of thing, to find the next relevant door. If you've got it right, that door will have the same symbols on it as this particular code. If you got it wrong, then you've made a mistake and you've got the wrong code, basically. You shouldn't be going off the edges of the game board, which is this thing here. And that's basically it. So let's have a look at day one, shall we? So day one I've opened up, as you can see here. So that's it opened up. And when you open it up, I got these two little riddle cards. And I also got this thing that was folded out and punched out. And as a result of that, I've got some various different tokens and things that you can see here. What did it say? Well, card number one, it's been many a year since anybody ventured here. Items which folk fussed have now been left to gather dust, and of the items you found three, don't need to stay around, throw them in the bin, and basically, and there's a bin icon here. And then the next one is open the bin with care, but as you do, please be aware the door adjacent must stay closed, as a later riddle will be passed, blah, blah, blah. Your items must go in whole, you can't fold, can't bend them, nothing like that. And only three things will fit, and then it gives you a particular order based on the size of those items going through. So I managed to find the three different items to push through. Spoilers going to come in a second, so if you don't want to know, if you haven't done this yet, then don't watch and stuff. But effectively that gave me the code. How did it do that? Well, inside box number one, there's a couple of icons with numbers and stuff, and each of the relevant different things has a number, and that relates to the code as a result of it. So I managed to find three items that gave me the numbers, stuck it in this, and that's then moved me to the next door, and that's where we're at. Basically, we're at door number two. If you want to know where that's going, well, actually, I'm not going to give you the spoilers. I'm going to let you figure it out and join me tomorrow in the next video in this series, where you'll be able to find out where that is, and that's probably coming up somewhere around about here. Catch you tomorrow.